So, in case you didn't know, this is Fiona. I got her back in October. She is quite literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love her so much. She's 5 years old. She was thrown around from Humane Society to Humane Society because nobody wanted her because she was too old. Everybody wants kittens. I'm seriously so glad that nobody else picked her up before I could, because she is an absolute gem. She's so cute, she's so cute. So, let's reintroduce ourselves. My name's Dom. You might know me from this YouTube channel from forever ago. You might know me from TikTok. You might know me from my other bigger YouTube channel. You might know me from my music. Regardless of where you know me from, I'm glad you're here. Today, we are going to be talking about something that is very near and dear to me, which is sci-fi. Growing up, I always thought horror was my favorite genre, but as I got older, I realized it was more sci-fi horror. And then as I explored sci-fi horror, I really connected with sci-fi books in general. So we've got quite a few books to talk about today. There is absolutely no structure to this. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents on them, and if it intrigues you and you're a reader yourself who might have recommendations for me, that would be great. Really, this is just gonna be a place where we can all talk about books in the comments. So we're gonna start with Andy Weir, because he's obviously super relevant right now because Project Hail Mary is coming out very soon. The Martian, it's a much more slow burn Andy Weir book. And if you know Andy Weir, then you know he has a very
that just happened
sense of humor, and so sometimes the reading's a little hard to get through. But The Martian is a beautifully written slow burn book about a man trapped on Mars alone. And then years later, he wrote this book, which is actually my favorite book I have ever read. This book means so much to me, Project Hail Mary.
Hey, it's voiceover Dom. I started talking about the book-to-movie adaptations between The Martian and Project Hail Mary. I skipped right over the plot of the book. It follows a man named Ryland Grace as he wakes up with no memory as to what's going on in the middle of deep space on a spaceship by himself. The book follows him as he slowly recollects why he's here, and it's a truly one-of-a-kind story from there. Please read this book before you see the movie.
Next up, we've got my favorite video game and show franchise, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. One of the most immersive games ever made, in my opinion. And Edge Runners, the show that is in the same universe, is also fucking incredible. And the pacing is non-stop in that show. And then this book, actually a pretty hefty book, this is also canon to the Cyberpunk universe. So the 3 canon pieces of media are a book, a show, and a game. So it's a lot of fun variety. This was actually written by the guy who wrote or helped write Edge Runners. And when asked why he makes everything so sad, he said Polish people are really good at making sad shit. This book, I will admit, is the weakest of the 3, Edge Runners, Cyberpunk 2077, and No Coincidence. This is the weakest of the 3, but it's still very good, and I still really enjoyed it. I read it last summer, and it was a great summer read. I really enjoyed it. This was a DNF, did not finish. This book is so unbelievably sad. And I don't mean the story, I mean how strong it started and how bad it got. I'm not here to hate. I adore sci-fi. I can find the positives in any sci-fi anything I consume. I loved the idea of classifying people based on if they were born in space or if they were born on planets. I love how she gets into the ship engineering. Don't read this book. I even told some stream viewers about it, and they also gave it a shot, and they said the exact same thing. They were like, that's how I feel too. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet is one of 2 DNFs in this list. Like I said earlier, horror really is like the center of me. It's my core. I just love the suspense. And as I said, I kind of leaned from horror into sci-fi horror. So when this book was recommended to me from a stream viewer, you know who you are, Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. This is probably the best sci-fi horror book I've ever read. This shit is really fun. It takes place completely in space. It follows the main character, Claire, who has absolutely nothing to lose. Her life is falling apart. She wants to end herself. And it becomes the most horrifying, suspenseful, page-turning exploration of an abandoned trillion-dollar ship in deep space. It is so good. I cannot recommend this book enough if you like either sci-fi or horror. And if you like both, I promise you will like this book. Great book. Next up is a very cozy read. I've read this book twice. I rarely read books twice. This is a little tiny book called Remnant Population by Elizabeth Moon, and it follows the main character, a very old woman named Ophelia, and she is a part of a colony that is evacuating the planet they are on. And she doesn't want to go with them, and you can see her on the cover. Her colony's leaving her, and she's staying behind. Little does she know, she's not alone whatsoever, and a massive monsoon of a superstorm, something we would never see on Earth, is about to hit her. The writing is genuinely beautiful. I get goosebumps talking about it. It's so beautifully written. It really amplifies the beauty and the monotony and the beauty in the little things, and also the beauty of aging. This book is awesome. It has my second favorite first contact sequence of any book. Yes, this is a first contact book, believe it or not. It is so good. It is a fun mix of like a comfy, cozy book with some suspenseful moments. I really like it. I really, really like it. It makes me feel something none of these books make me feel. Next up is a book that was gifted to me by a stream viewer, you know who you are. I liked it. I'm going to be honest when I say that's about all I felt. It was a very easy read. It is a combination of two shorter novellas, I believe. All Systems Red and then Artificial Condition. Love the main character. Love a character introduced in the second novella or book in this, and it's a fun idea. Thank you so much for gifting it, and I did enjoy the book, but by the time I was done with this, I was okay to be done. I would recommend this to people who like a quirky, lovable character discovering himself and being thrown into wild circumstances. And again, there is a character in the second book I absolutely love, so I don't hate it by any means. However, I don't think I would continue the series. Guys, I missed a book, hold on. I forgot a book. What the fuck? Did I lose a book? Oh no, here it is. Next up is a book that I actually just didn't really like. It's one of the more recent reads. It's by T.R. Napper. It's called The Escher Man. T.R. Napper's a great author, but this book, definitely written by a man, I can tell you that. And in the way that this was definitely written by a woman, because of how eloquent it can be, this was definitely written by a dude, because it's very dude bro awesome at a lot of the points, which just is not my preferred writing style. And this book is really fun with the principles or the ideas it explores, like companies owning your memories and companies owning your sentience and consciousness, because we're gonna chock ourselves so full of wearable technology and cyberware that at some point a memory link is gonna be sold to you in which they've created a problem where you are required to buy the solution. And they also weaponize memories and weaponize deja vu in this book to convince people they have done things they haven't, to drive them to the brink of insanity. It's really fun. When it's good, it's great, but that's also what people in miserable relationships say, so I just don't think I would ever read it again. It's not a bad book, and it explores some ideas that really, really inspired me for a near future dystopian novel. It definitely has its own ideas that I've never thought about before. It actually inspired my upcoming song called Deja Vu. TLDR, really fun ideas. Love near future dystopian. That's it. Now, I don't think I ever said this, but I'm saving the best for last. I really am. This is a little book you guys probably recognize. It's called Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. It is the incredible cosmic horror film a lot of you might know. And if you know that film, you know the bear scene, which is a fucking feat of practical effects and sound design. It is one of my favorite moments of any horror film. And this book is what it's based off of. However, they are very, very different. All the way down to the very beginning of the book versus the very beginning of the movie, you never learn the characters' names. They go by their job titles in this book. It's also a very short book. Also, there's a certain spiral staircase with a sludgy, sluggy creature that is fully sentient, and I gotta be honest when I say I think the movie actually handled some of the ideas better, but where did those ideas come from, this book? So you do need to give credit where it's due. And actually, oh my God, look at you. Aww. Something very exciting. So this is a really ugly cover, and I also bought this book new, and I bought the collector's edition cover, and this is what they gave me. It's a used cover with coffee rings all over it. It's got dookie stains on the back. I bought this book new. Who shitted on it? I have great news though. As of yesterday, I'm the very proud owner of the whole trilogy, baby. And I'm excited to get more into the world. Don't they call it The Shimmer? I gotta be honest, I rewatched the movie like 6 months ago and I read the book like a year ago. Did they call it The Shimmer? I think it was called The Shimmer. That sounds right. Editing Dom, is it called The Shimmer?
You're a fucking idiot. yes.
Okay. Okay. So the very exciting thing is now I get to read
Exactly, idiot. You didn't know it was a 4-book series.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Uh-huh.
no,
Right.
no, no. I have the first,
Idiot.
second, and fourth book.
Open the schools, please.
First, second,
All those books.
fourth.
And you still can't read.
Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Before we get to my favorite trilogy, we're gonna stop and we're gonna look at something you all recognize. The Xenomorph. If you didn't know, there are quite a few Alien licensed books. They follow a timeline. This is the first, Alien Out of the Shadows. High stakes, constantly moving, very fun. I have never read a book that felt like its movie so much. Because, you know, this is a novel turned into a movie. This is a movie turned into a novel. This shit is fun. I read this last summer out at the pool, and it was perfect. This is such a fun book. Some crazy shit happens. That is all I will say. I actually recommend this as like a quick read. It's really fun. Now, I will say, I started River of Pain, which is the next one, and it was not good. To be fair, I did not finish it. So if you don't think my criticism is valid because I didn't finish the story, totally get it. She's literally sleeping on Remnant Population by Elizabeth Moon. I think deep down she wants to be an 85-year-old lady picking vegetables and making flatbreads every day. Holy fuck, she's so cute. You are the cutest cat that has ever walked this planet. I hope you know that. She's purring so loud. Can you hear her? Purr it up, girl. I'm sorry. She did not like that. We're ending off with an absolute bang. The Ninth Metal. This is climate fiction, Sci-Fi. A lot of people do not take this genre seriously. If you're trying to think, what the fuck is Sci-Fi? Think in movies. Do you remember movies like 10.5 or The Day After? Oh, her breath stinks like hot hell. She is on medication for it before y'all tell me I'm a bad cat owner. I actually think it has one of the best prologues of any series ever. I really, really love the prologue of this book. It's in all three of them. It's a trilogy in which every book follows the same world event of Earth spinning through a comet's debris field. It's kind of like cosmic climate fiction, which to me, that sounds like the best thing in the entire world. I really love climate fiction. I've never read a climate fiction book. This shit was so fun. It is the most I have ever read in a book in a single day. I almost finished this book in a day. I'm not somebody who does that. I like to space my books out. I like to enjoy them. I like to ponder on them when I'm not reading them, so I don't like to fly through them. I'm a big ponderer. Comment down below if you ponder for a chance to win the Fortnite Battle Pass. The first book is really fun. It focuses on a Midwestern town in Minnesota and how the debris field crashes down into their town. But it actually is a material they've never come across before. Omni-metal. The Ninth Metal. Oh my God. I love these covers too. They're so beautiful. Like I said, I love a good book cover. I picked this book because I judged it by the cover, and guess what? It's one of my favorite books I've ever read. Now, the second book in the series, completely different place. This one's in the Pacific Northwest, okay? And this one focuses a lot more on mycology. It follows a mycologist and also a detective. They are separated and they lost their daughter. These characters are unbelievably real and flawed and lovable and complex. I really think this is my favorite book I've ever read that's around 200 pages. This book is crazy. And especially when you come from this and go to this one, it's gonna catch you off guard in every way you can possibly imagine. It is a bite-sized book. It is a very quick read, and I loved every second of this book. I have goosebumps. Now, to end today off, this is the book I'm reading right now. It is the final book in the trilogy. It's called The Sky Vault. In the way that the first one takes place in Minnesota and focuses on rocks and metals, the second one takes place in Seattle and focuses on mycology and fungus. The third one, The Sky Vault, takes place in Alaska and it focuses on cloud formations. Now, I'm not very far in it yet. I'm only a couple chapters in. Interesting characters in this one. I'm not too sure about this one, but we'll see. So far, I've loved everything in this series. I have not finished this book. In fact, I'm barely starting it, so I don't have an opinion on it yet. But that wraps up my sci-fi books, or at least the ones I have on hand right now. This channel is going to be a lot more focused on low stakes, chill videos that I can get out faster and more consistently. So I'm really excited for it. It's almost like a nice getaway from the bigger channel. I just got to get over my fear of posting myself. I love making videos. I don't like to be in them. Well guys, she has turned away from me, which officially means she is sick of hearing the sound of my voice. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope maybe you were interested in one of these books, and I will see you down in the comments to yap more about books. If you have any recommendations, please give them to me. I know a lot of people recommend Brandon Sanderson to me, so if Mistborn really is that good, let me know. Girl, put that away. I will see you all soon. Thank you for being here. And Deja Vu out February 21st. Cue the fucking music, Dom.